Today we're looking at the T3 Pro from CarpodGo. They've sent this in for a quick review, so we're going to take a look at what's included on the main screen, which is a 9-inch IPS display. You'll see on the back there is a magnetic holder, and that's a very strong attachment with that. I think it can hold up to around about 8 kilos in weight. Some of the items included in this package, and I'll go through them individually. This extension arm is designed to attach to the windscreen or to another point on the car via the flat disc that they give you. You can adjust the angle and the length of it. It's reasonably decent in terms of stability, but it's not the preferred option for this unit. The suction cup does have some adhesive on it as well to help keep it in place. They provide you with 2 of these, and they are a much better option for you if you can attach it onto the dash directly. This disc will fit the windscreen sucker that I just showed you a second ago. A couple more strips of the 3M adhesive pads. A USB-C to A on the go adapter. This device adds Bluetooth to an auxiliary input if you have one of those on your car. This is the power adapter with a long cable, and that goes to USB-C, and that has an additional USB-A port on the top. Dashes vary a lot, so I'm just giving you some examples here. So you can attach that sucker to the windscreen and then rest the unit on the dash. That's the idea, is to not have it suspended because it's too heavy. And we obviously don't want that falling off in the car when you're driving it. Here's a disc that I showed you earlier, and that can quite easily attach to different areas on the dash. But if you can, and you have a solid area to stick it, use those smaller pads, and you have that articulating arm there that you can move around to get a better angle. Here is the dongle for the Bluetooth. Plug that into the auxiliary port if you don't have Bluetooth on your car, and you can directly connect to that, and it's conveniently called Car Music. If you have built-in Bluetooth on the car, that's the best option for you because that allows you to use the steering wheel controls. Otherwise, you can use the auxiliary port or pick up an FM adapter. Also have an optional reversing camera. You can get that as part of the bundle. Just going to boot it up now so you can get an idea of what you can expect in terms of the menus and functions. Shortcuts on the bottom, I've put that up on screen so you can see what their function is. Pretty straightforward unit to operate. It's very simple to set up. Start off with the system. You have an option of different languages, all the way down to the Polish one at the bottom. We can also set the date and time, of course, as you'll need to. And you can see here I've already pre-connected one of my older Android phones, a Pixel 3a. Display takes you into things like the brightness and the wallpaper. We have 3 options for those. Just gives you a bit of customization on the unit. This might change over time, I don't know, with software updates. And they've also provided logos for most of the major car manufacturers. There are a couple which I don't see. I don't see a Vauxhall unless I missed it. Now, if you've got a boutique car manufacturer, you might not see them there. You do have a 60 frames per second mode and a right-hand drive option. Obviously, that moves the icons over to the other side of the screen. Connection options with the Bluetooth, if you have it built into the car, that's the first one that you're going to use. If you change the settings for the sound, you'll note that the unit will have to reboot. The other options are self-explanatory, the FM adapter, which I've already told you about, and the auxiliary one, which I showed you earlier. And the about just tells you about the system version that you have. It's possible to do a system update, that's why we have the USB adapter included. Just to show you with the Mercedes logo picked, so when you boot it up, you'll get your car manufacturer logo. You can use a 5-volt adapter with this. It doesn't use a whole lot of power. So if you've already got a cable installed, that might be an option for you. I don't have an Aston Martin, but if you want to help the channel out, and eventually I might be able to buy one. The display is very good actually. It's IPS, good viewing angles, and it has a 60 frames per second mode. As you would expect with the Android Auto, you have things like your contacts. You have the option for a split screen or a full screen. You can do things like Spotify. And of course, you can customize things how you wish. You can add additional apps if you want. So you just hit that custom button and then adjust that on the phone.
Drive to Limerick.
Navigating to Limerick.
Google navigation is mostly pretty good, and of course you can do things like voice controls. Older sat-nav units won't have that. And of course you can tweak some of the settings. This is just showing you the night mode.
When does the sun set?
Today, the sun set at 4:44 p.m.
Couple of points to note, areas to improve, and the built-in speakers, they're certainly passable, but they're not particularly good. They're quite mediocre. Most people will be connecting to the car audio system, so that's not going to be much of a problem. Would have liked to have seen a rubber or silicone pad along the bottom. That would have helped with a bit more stability with the unit when it's fitted. You don't have a ton of customization with the look, but maybe that will change over time. But the main strength with this unit is the excellent screen, and I think overall most people will probably like it. Do leave a comment down below if you've got any questions or thoughts, and thanks for watching.